Well, hello and welcome to Roland's Reviews. Finally, Friday. Oh my goodness, we made it, folks. All right. Hope that everyone had a productive Friday, and um, I'm glad that you're here. Right, U.S. Army. You already know that's always the case. Oh my God. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Okay. Um. Yes. Hello. Hello. Hello to everyone. Oh my goodness. Uh, as you fill up the room, do me one small favor. All I need you to do is to let me hit this. Okay. All I need you to do is to hit the like button. That is the little thumb, and that will let YouTube know that you are definitely enjoying this content. And hopefully, we can trigger the um, YouTube algorithm and they can share it with more people. All right. All right. Tamika, how are you? Tamika, I'll text you when this is done. I'll send you a message. All right. Okay. Uh, like and share. Thank you so much, Tamika. All right, it's time for the roll call. I was trying to give you a few more moments, and I was just on a live. If you remember the lady Vivian that was at the meeting, and she was just tearing the super mayor a new one. She has her own YouTube channel, and OMG, she had, how you doing, Isaiah? She had some guests on there, and it was wonderful. All right, time for the roll call. She had like 500 people in there, and she remember, she was the lady that kept cracking all the jokes. She had us all just splitting our sides. All right, excuse me. Here's the roll call. Lanita, how are you doing? Lanita said she has her popcorn and she is ready. It's going to be a hoot. Yes, it is, Lanita. U.S. Army retired. Thank you for your service, sir. Yes. Excuse me. Baldwin Birds, Brenda, Tamika, Isaiah, and there's several other people who are here. However, if you don't say hello or send an emoji, I cannot see who you are. All right. But that's okay. Um, Look at the title. Just make sure everyone hits that like button, folks. Um, where are we here? Mayor Tiffany Henyard shares her receipts. She calls it the real truth about the village trustees. Okay, so I'm going to give you my response in reference to what she's saying. Cammy has some popcorn and she's ready. Okay, Cammy. So let me pull this up. Okay, and I am just like, this is her truth. All right, so just remember, as the old people used to always tell me, consider the source. Um, Thank you, U.S. Army retired. Tamika, thank you, dear. So let's check this out. You tell me what your thought process is, and I will definitely let you know what my feelings are. All right. So this is what, remember last night, if you were here, I did have a live last night because she said, yes, um I'm gonna drop, I have all the receipts and I'm going to share it. So she waited until late last night to share it. So okay. By that time I was of course in the bed. But I told you, um, if she went live, I would definitely share it with you. So here it is.
And unfortunately, there's little difference between the spectacle perpetrated by Jedediah Brown at the meeting and the spectacle perpetrated by Lori Lightfoot at her meeting before.
And now to South Suburban Dolton and the investigation to find out if money is being mishandled there. Former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot has been investigating Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard for months now. Tonight, she gives her final report.
She goes before the people contending that she's going to expose theft and misuse of funds by who? By Tiffany Henyard.
We were tasked with looking into irregularities, allegations of irregularities regarding financial mismanagement by Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
But she spent her entire presentation talking about things done by other people, by accountants, by disgraced Dolton official Keith Freeman, who's doing these things. Nowhere in her presentation did she say, or could she say, that Mayor Henyard approved a single one of the expenses that she was discussing. In fact, the bulk of the information that was masqueraded to be the results of an investigation was already contained in standard village audits. There was no real investigation. It was political theater, or a disgraced former mayor wanted another chance at the limelight that's not earned.
Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot has lost her bid for re-election. She conceded the race last.
So let me stop it here. So you already see where they're going with this. Again, Tiffany has never, ever one day in her life done anything wrong. So you see how they're always portraying, they're choosing, someone else to be the scapegoat. This has nothing to do with Lori Lightfoot and what she did or did not do when she was mayor. This is just supposed to be about Tiffany Henyard sharing her quote unquote receipts. But you see how she and her attorney, right, Cammie, you know where this is going. All right, I'll let it continue.
Night after failing to get enough votes to qualify for a runoff in the crowded primary.
What Lori Lightfoot failed to mention, during most of the time period that she's supposedly investigating, the Board of Trustees unlawfully kept Mayor Henyard from being on the bank account. She had to go to court just to get on the account.
When other people come and do work in our village, y'all need to pay them. Do not hold up their money and think you're going to get it paid to do nothing. So we're going to do the same thing until you pay them people, then y'all get y'all check.
She don't have the authority to do that.
Watch me. Watch me.
You're not even on the bank account.
So next, old business. So just to clear this up so the residents and everybody know what's going on. Basically, this Board of Trustees have put the village in financial despair. They put us in court several different times. If anyone's not following, they cost us over $600,000 for a recall for this attorney to get paid off of. I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to work with a board that's willing to work with me. What's a shame is why we ended up in court. This October warrant list, October 3rd, 2022 warrant list, when Trustee Jason House and this clerk right here, Clerk Key, have went to the bank to remove me off the bank account. Let me tell you how deep this gets. Trustee Keys and your attorney, that attorney right there, well, clerk, okay, Clerk Key, and that attorney right there goes into the bank to remove me, your mayor, off the bank account. So y'all should ask yourself, why are they going through so many great lengths to remove me when the law state the mayor and the clerk is the ones on the bank account to put Trustee House on the bank account? This way y'all need to open your eyes at so you can understand what is truly going on. It's a money grab, a power grab for the village of Dalton. They keep talking about deficit, but you keep trying to pay this attorney. I motioned for court because I tried to stop them from paying that attorney right here, that $600,000. So when we went to court, the judge stopped everything. She didn't want to hear anything. She said she's going to wait to do the hearing, and she stopped every payment possible and said she was only going to allow us to do payroll, which is to pay people that work for the village of Dalton.
What are your thoughts so far, folks? So again, she's not telling why they took her off, had her name removed. She was spending frivolously. How you doing, Real Rap Show? Real Rap, share this out on your channel. Bring some more people into the conversation, or share this on your social media pages, dear. Thank you so much. Please feel free to drop your channel link as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, love. And so again, she does not, she never, you know, when she's talking about all these things that these people are doing, she's not talking what precipitated their actions, which was her frivolous spending. Truth bomb. U.S. Army. What is with her not pronouncing the last letter in a word? U.S. Army, I don't have a clue what's going on with that, love. Mayor, how you doing, love? Baldwin Birds. Trust me, folks, I'm a black woman. I don't know why they did this. Baldwin Birds. That's her go-to. Yes. Trust me. Cammy, Tiff, why didn't you go to all attorneys with all your receipts that you keep saying you have from the beginning of this madness if you are so innocent? Cammy, you, me, Real Rap, U.S. Army, Baldwin Birds, Mayor, Immuna, Isaiah, Tamika, Brenda, all of us, if you were being accused of these horrendous crimes and unethical behavior, all of us, if I had receipts, if I had proof that I had not committed any of those infractions, as soon as I'm accused, guess what? Hey, see this right here? I didn't do this. You waited, she waited until voting started. How does that make sense? If you're innocent, you come out immediately and swiftly and say, hey, these are the receipts. This is my proof. You kept for over a month. Matter of fact, months, plural. You kept saying you had receipts you were going to share and shock the world. Now, this is all you have. I will let it continue to play. Baldwin Birds. They're racist because I'm black and I'm right, Baldwin. That's her go-to. Here we go.
For much of the time that's being discussed, she's being illegally kept from knowing what's going on with the money. Now that seems like it would be important. That's the truth. But Lori Lightfoot did not mention that. Jason House, a current member of the board of trustees, was not a signer on the bank account at all. And yet, he has repeatedly signed checks without authority. That's a fact. It's documented. He's spending thousands and thousands of the village's dollars without authority from the bank. He's committing bank fraud. He's committing check fraud. She's proved it in documents. There's matters pending in court. He's been told to stop doing it, and he still does it again and again.
How y'all allow him to convince y'all to put him on the bank account when he is in trouble or has been in trouble with the feds? So if y'all follow up with everything going on in the community, y'all will understand what's going on. And these are facts. This is stuff people mess up money all day long. I keep telling y'all. So what I'm saying is y'all allow this man to go on the bank account. Y'all didn't do any of your research, your homework. Y'all didn't do nothing. But I guess it's good, huh? Because everybody got their hand in the cookie jar. So all I'm saying to you is all I try to do is protect the residents, speak out, tell y'all what's going on. I've done nothing wrong. I never do anything wrong because I grew here, as I always say. The rest of them flew here. Tell the people what the feds got you for them. Why was they at the healthcare custodian, which you worked at, and you was over the bank account, over right here at the U.S. Bank, and they walked you out, took your computer, seized your stuff. Talk to them then. You want to tell them? Talk to them. Tell the people.
Now, how unprofessional is that to put someone on blast? Especially, she's talking about people's hands in the cookie jar. Excuse me, ma'am. What about all the times your hand was in the cookie jar, but when they ask you questions, you just go, and you say no comment. So how are you going to put someone else on blast? Vipa, how you doing? Vipa says she sounds like she needs to be in Congress. Yes. Brenda, nothing Tiffany does makes sense. She's a woman with a childlike mind. Brenda, facts. Immuna, she's so psychologically damaged and has such a criminal instinct. She's not capable of taking ownership. Didn't all of you just hear what she just said? I'd never do anything wrong. She said that. Typical narcissist statement. Immuna said it's not going to happen. And Immuna, you are right. Baldwin says, all I hear is blah, blah, blah. Mayor, exactly. She spends money. She should have been up there with Kamala Harris. Woo! Here we go.
Talk to him. They right here. Right, exactly. He not gonna tell his stuff, but I know his stuff. So
Former Mayor Lightfoot didn't have any concern about that either. Why? The Board of Trustees are defrauding the people at home.
have to
And
twist
at the end
anything.
of the day, us 6 people up here are the ones that vote on all of the money. So when she keeps saying, I did this and I did that and I gave, she haven't did anything.
They got a guy committing bank fraud and spending the people's money. But that's of no concern. Why? Because truth is overawed by spectacle. That's what we come to again and again in the way that Mayor Henyard has been treated. Lori Lightfoot's not interested in fact, but in spectacle. She's interested in political theater that's going to help her, not the people.
A coalition of aldermen and community groups is slamming Mayor Lori Lightfoot, accusing her administration of misspending discretionary funds from the federal Pandemic Relief CARES Act. The group says Lightfoot spent millions on police and ignored other issues.
One pot of money that we had that was flexible funding, the one pot of money that could have been used for small business support, for housing relief for our neighbors, to help prevent violence in our communities. That's what we're talking about. And of that 470 million, 284 million of it went directly to the Chicago Police Department.
You know, a mayor who's run out of office, as she was, in large part because of financial mismanagement, being called upon to be the investigator of another mayor's fiscal decisions? That's pretty much the same thing as asking a fox to investigate the henhouse. And it has no more truth value than a professional wrestling match. It's all staged, it's all scripted, but the problem is that the consumers of social media confuse that spectacle for the truth. And flames of anger get fueled by falsehoods, and next time the violence could be a lot worse. In the social media age, lies are dangerous. Inflammatory political rhetoric shouted from online rafters incites people to do terrible things.
Wow. Butterfly girl. Thank you, Butterfly girl. Okay, so this is the end of her video. Now, ask. I ask everyone, there are about 50 people here in the chat. Hit the like button for me, folks. All of you who are here, what did you gather from this video? What receipts did she drop? Real Rap said she shredded all the paperwork. Butterfly girl, I like your hair color. I have my hair color the same, but the dye back black. Okay, Butterfly girl. Thank you, love. Immuna, Miss Lynn said a mouthful when she said a crook investigating another crook. And I'm just saying, all of this for months, this buildup, she's been saying, oh, I'm going to tell you all of this. What did she say? Tiff and her squad should be called the Weave Team. U.S. Army says, I saw nor heard a receipt. Thank you. U.S. Army, all she did, that sorry attorney she has, they primarily talked about Lori Lightfoot and then the trustee, and why her name is not, she couldn't sign for checks. Why didn't you, sir, mention why they had her name taken off? What about the money that she spent frivolously? They still haven't addressed the millions of dollars that are missing. Remember when she was asked by a reporter, she just said, no comment. Mouthstar, hi everyone. Bo's voice intrigues me. James, all of her team shops at the same wig shop. Lisa said she needs mental health therapy. Lisa, I agree. And, you know, she said it. That's a typical statement from a narcissist. I don't do anything wrong. She said that. Oh my God, Real Rap. When she spoke about the payroll scam, she then did the same thing later and gave out double checks and gave herself a raise. Real rap. I'm going to play the video. Yeah, that video. I was just in Vivian's live, and she was talking about there were some checks, regular payroll checks, and then there were some checks that were written. Yes. James, the $2 million is for our getaway vacation. Okay, so let me see what else I have for you. So again, where are all of these receipts that she says? Let me share this. Go back to her page. I have another video. Yeah, real rap. Yep, exactly. She basically told on herself, yes, U.S. Army, that we'll have to wait and see. Now, this is what she did. If you remember last night, now remember, I pulled this up for you last night, and she put this up the 19th, telling people to go to her YouTube channel and right, James, subscribe. At that time, she had no videos. Okay, none. Now, I went there today. She has like 14 videos uploaded. So I think she's prepping. She has to know that she's done. So let me see. Did she uplift? And then this is the video. I already shared that with you. So this is what she did last night, I guess, after we got off.
Come on in. I hope y'all ready. Because if you want the tea, get it from me. I keep telling y'all that. So come on in. I got some news that you can use. Yes, that part. All right, let me set this up. Why that got so bright? So bright. Make sure that's clear. Look, it's like a. Let me bring it in a little bit for y'all. I don't know. It's like. Okay. All right, guys, how y'all doing? I got the news that you can use. I know you guys was waiting on this epic moment, you know, because everybody keep asking me to produce the receipts. And I'm about to do just that because I'm about to tell it like it is. My name is Tiffany. Tell it. I got the news. Tell it about corruption. Tell it. The board of trustees. Tell it. Hey, I'm about to tell it.
Okay, is she 40 plus years old or 5 years old? Someone tell me. Cammie said more rapping. So I guess Cammie, hit the like button. Traveling Mom, how you doing, love? I guess she jumped on and made this after we ended the video last night. So this is what she did, and then she uploaded all those videos on her YouTube channel. Hit the like button, folks. If you have Facebook, other forms of social media, share this out for me, please. Thank you so much. All right, here we go.
It like it is. Tell it. You know I gotta give y'all love. But yeah, make sure y'all go subscribe right now to Tiff Speaks the Truth. It's on my YouTube platform for those that already didn't subscribe. You already got that 30-minute notification saying tune in 30 minutes. We about to tell it. So stay tuned because I got a lot of stuff to tell you guys. I know that I haven't been on here like I should be all the time because y'all know I'm still running operations, you know. So I just wanted to make sure that you hear from your super mayor and make sure y'all come and find out and get the tea. Remember, if you want the tea, get it from me. So I will be broadcasting that in the next literally 20 minutes now. So if you have not subscribed, go to Tiff Speaks the Truth on YouTube, and you will get everything that I'm going to talk about as relates to corruption in the village of Dalton. But basically, you have to subscribe to get it. I normally play you to know that. Also, if somebody's watching this, you can put the link in the bottom comments. Other than that, I do that when I get off this live. But go on to Tiff Speaks the Truth and make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get all the news that you can use. I just want to get on here real quick. It's not going to be long-winded, guys, because I'm going to go on that platform and speak, but I have a whole you dig for you. I ain't even going to say what it is. I want you to go look at it, check it out, so you can actually get a different perspective, because all this fake news, they got to chill with all that. I need you to see it for what it is. I'm giving you a different perspective. I'm giving you some truth. I'm giving you some facts. I'm giving you some receipts, things y'all keep asking for, even though, as though, how can I say this? People want receipts, right? Y'all want them, but it's just gossip to y'all when y'all get receipts. When I have receipts, I give it to the real people that can do something about it. Just so you understand the difference when y'all ask for certain things. Certain things I can give, certain things I can't give. Y'all do know that legal is involved, so I just make sure that, hey, can I give this out? Can I not do this before I do it? Despite you guys wanting me to give it to you, but you can't do nothing with it. Me giving it to you, I can verbalize it, but I probably can't give you actual documentation. But this time I did, because you guys wanted it. So there it is. Go check it out again. Tiff Speaks the Truth. It's on my YouTube channel. Subscribe, and I got not this evening, but again, the next 2-3 days, you're gonna see a lot of things going on, a lot of stuff coming out that you didn't hear me say anything, because y'all to muddy my name up for 3.5 years. So hey, y'all left me no choice but to go on and give y'all a dose of your own medicine that you've been trying to dish out to me, which has all been fake. It's been a witch hunt. It's been lies. It's just been all the above, guys. But y'all know I am strong. I am constantly moving forward, and this too shall pass. And when it passed, I want people to look at me as strength. So when you look up the definition of strength, you're going to see Tiffany here. You're going to see Super Mayor Henyard in it, because I don't know anybody, any human being, any person that would have withstood the storm as long as I did, and see it all the way through. I know a lot of people that would have quit. A lot of people tell me they would have quit. They would have threw in the towel. They would have did all kinds of things, they tell me. But I'm still here. So please go onto that platform. In the next 20 minutes, we're going to produce those receipts that you've been asking for so desperately. And we have plenty more to go for the next 2 days. If you haven't heard my latest, I'm stopping the food. I'm feeding the people. Y'all got to go check that out. I did drop some bars for y'all, because that's the way that I express myself throughout all this drama that be around me, all this negativity. I'm a positive, high energy person, as you all see and know. So I have to go and lay it down in the studio. You know what I'm talking about? Even though I don't even rap. I don't even rap. But it's been actually really good for me. It's been positive, and I got a lot of people that want to collab with me. And y'all do amazing things with people's voices. I will say that. So I thank you for that. But it's really cool. If you are watching this, please go out and vote. Early voting has started. It started February 10th. It's going on to February 24th. Get to them polls. Make sure you keep your super mayor in office. I am number 1 on the ballot once again. In 2021, I was number 1. And again, here we go. History repeating itself. I am number 1 again on this ballot. Please vote for my entire ticket. We have a vision, unlike other people that just talk and they ain't got no vision. They hoping they win off the hate and negativity that you have for a person. But please judge me on my work. Vote off my work. Don't vote off of gossip. This is not high school. Vote off of facts, not fiction. Facts. And that's what I want to prove to you this evening, and show you some of the things that you might have overlooked because you was caught in the mess. Like most people get caught in the drama and not necessary facts. Stop letting people throw the rock and hide their hands. Stop allowing people to just say something about people that ain't true. And you know it ain't true because you live in my city. You live in my city, you know that I love my city, which is a village, but I call it city. You know that I put on for my city. You know that I go hard for the youth, especially my seniors. You know this. In the middle class, because y'all still never do nothing for y'all. Y'all know that I created programs like roof and window programs for the seniors and veterans. And y'all know the board stopped paying the vendors. Y'all know all this. These are all facts. But I just want y'all to stay on course with the facts and get out and vote. We can complain about it all day long, but you got to get to the polls and vote. So I'm asking my base to make sure you show up and show out for your super mayor at the polls. You can go early or go on the 25th, like I do. I do believe in voting on election day. You know, I just don't trust people in machines sitting in buildings. I just don't. I just think people are finicky with stuff like that. But people believe in early voting. So if you do, get out and vote. You got until the 24th, which is Monday, to cast your vote early. Other than that, I'll see you on election day, where we need to make sure we get our people out to vote. So tell a friend, tell a neighbor, let people know the truth. Let them get out and vote. I am on the ballot. I'm number 1. Punch 1 for Mayor Henyard. Punch 4 for Tanika Hughes. She is running for my clerk because we need a new clerk. Y'all want FOIAs done, right? You need a new clerk. Y'all want minutes done, right? You need a new clerk. You need a clerk that's going to do the will of the people and give you the information that you truly need when you FOIA it. I hate people blame people offices. They ain't got nothing to do with anything. So make sure you get out and vote for Tanika Hughes, punch 4. Vote for my entire trustee slate. I am backing Jocelyn King. She is punch 9. Vanessa West Coast, she is punch 10. And Miss Linda Terrell, punch 11. So that is my ticket. Punch 1, 4, 9, 10, and 11. That's my ticket, guys. So you can see us be victorious, coming on a landslide. You know what I'm saying? A landslide on February 25th. We will be victorious. I leave it all in God's hand. What will be will be. What's for you is for you. I'm a firm believer of that, but I have to kill some of this negative vibe, this negative noise, and give you some facts and some truth so that you can understand how and why you're voting to keep me in office, to allow me to do a great job. I've done streets, alleys, sidewalks. We got millions of dollars in the bank account. They ain't telling y'all none of that, right? It's all about deficit, which we do have in the water department fund, because we owe the city of Chicago over $13 million when I got in office. So y'all just have to fact check your facts so you will understand what's going on. We've been inching away at that price since 2013. So I think we owe them about $4 million left now. But I just want to point that out to you guys. What's going on? I also want you guys to know that I am okay. I'm positive. I got people that loving on me, people protecting me, and people that's keeping me up. So I just want you to focus on loving on each other and just try to be kinder to one another. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people be so evil. And I do believe hate is taught. I don't think that it's something you're born with. I think it's taught. So please teach your kids to love on one another. Because I always say this, me today, you tomorrow. But I just want you to know, make sure you feed the people. Go on that live right now. It's coming on at 9 o'clock. It's on Tiff Speaks the Truth. It's on YouTube. And make sure you vote for me and my ticket. You can go out tomorrow to the polls from 9 to 5 p.m. Also, to my youth, I did allow a young lady. She produced a music video at the rink. It was really dope. I hope she dropped that. So I just want to just make sure that you got other things that you push the youth to do. And that's all I do. I always try to be their inspiration. I try to allow them to see what a Black woman in power looks like as it relates to strength and vision. Because you got to have vision to basically run things. I know a lot of people may not believe in your vision, see your vision. This is like how y'all don't believe in Facebook or anything else, and look at them now. So everybody's not going to believe in you or your vision sometimes, but you got to keep going. One thing about my vision, I want people to know. I know in 2021, I try to push the block by block housing project. Y'all know I'm going to push that when we win on February 25th. I'm going to make sure that we give everybody those dollar houses that we tried to do in 21. But this board here that you put in office is going to see that through on day one. So I want to make sure you understand that on day one, you're going to be able to get them houses because we're going to start the ball rolling and get the process going. So dollar houses, if you live in Village of Thornton and it's a bando on your block across the street, you can get the house for $1. So you can get rid of your kids that live in the house or live in the basement. They can move across the street or down the street. You can get rid of your grandma, your auntie, your mama. But everybody can have home ownership. And it's only $1. But of course, you have to fix it up. But I want to try to teach people the benefit of home ownership and instant equity. So you instantly got $100,000, $200,000 instant equity once you fix it. Of course, you know what I'm saying. But I just want you to understand that you got it for $1. So I want you to know that's part of our program that we're going to do. Unity Amongst Community, y'all know I'm all about this, bridging the gap about Unity Amongst Community. That's another one of my visions, or our visions, me and my team. I want you to know that it's a togetherness. I want you to see what it looks like for youth on the rise and youth working together. So that's why I went with an all-women's ticket, and that's another reason why I went with youth, because they are the future. You got to pass the baton. We always talking about them, but y'all don't want to reach one, teach one, and uplift them and show them that they can do this too, because everybody can't go to college. Everybody not going to do trade school. Like sometimes you are a public servant, so it's okay. So I want them to understand that. So we got a lot of more things, but I'm gonna get off because my team like get out, because I want to go on about our vision for Dalton, and I just want it to be unity moving forward. So once we all make it on February 25th, you're going to hear us all speak more about unity. You're going to see that all the nonsense is going to stop, all the noise is going to stop, all the hate pages, all the hate people, because we're not about that. You're going to see us come in, handle the business, not let the business handle us, because I got a team that sees the future, a team that believes in the vision for the people. That's all I'm about, feeding the people, nothing else. I'm not going to give nothing. I'm going to starve the bull and I'm going to feed the people. Just remember that. And that's what I've been doing. That's why I've been getting attacked, as you can see. But I can't explain all that this evening on that thing you're going to go watch at 9 o'clock. So I kind of explain that, and I try to show you the political plays behind the scenes, and who doing what, and who calling the cattle black, and they need to look in the mirror, like for real, for real. So I just want you to see this smear campaign, this civil conspiracy they're doing, this muscling. When they can't control you, that's what they do, guys. They do a smear campaign on you. So I just want you to know I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And remember, I'm starving the food. I'm feeding the people. They put me in office. Now you remember to keep me in office. All right, February 25th is going down. Punch one for your super mayor. All right, I'll see y'all on the next platform. Tiff Speaks the Truth on YouTube. See you later.
There's okay. You see, I've been here laughing, trying to hold it in. This chat is off the chain. I'm trying to hold it together. Oh my God. I have several comedians in the chat tonight. Oh my God, Lynn, yes, she's a disgrace to all women. I think you said she's a disgrace to black. She keeps talking about black women, she's a disgrace, and she is, Lynn. You're absolutely right. I'm trying to keep Mario. Don't buy no house from Tiff. As soon as you fix it up, she takes it back. Dollar houses are a scam. Go ask the people in Detroit. Cammie. Everything that she is about is a scam. Yes, hit that like button for me, please, folks. We have almost 70 people in here. Only 38 people have hit the like button. If more people would hit that like button, YouTube would definitely send some more people into the chat. Amuna said, what did I just see? Amuna, I'm trying to figure it out. Real rap. After this, get a job in the mess hall since you love feeding the people. Real rap. Oh my God. Traveling mom, still calling herself a super mayor. She's out of touch. Traveling mom, she's been out of touch for quite some time. You're absolutely right. Chubb, she can't even color all her fake nails. Yeah. Marijuana is legal in Illinois. I see why. Brenda. All right, Butterfly Nest. How you doing, love? Lynn said her wig was too tight. Brenda said living over the car wash right now. She's feeding the people from Vegas to Chicago, riding around in Tahoe. Yeah. And she won't tell you where all that missing money is. And those of you who are just coming in for all these receipts that she said she was dropping, I'm asking everyone in the comment section. You know, I told you what I think about it. What receipts did she drop? How you doing, Joey? She kept talking about she and her lawyer. She primarily let him talk, right? Before we played this. They keep talking about Lori Lightfoot and this trustee. They have said nothing about all of the nefarious activities that she's been involved in. Isaiah, what a joke. Yes. And so that's my problem, folks. She said she hasn't done anything wrong. And so when you have that mindset, you cannot help someone like that. Again, she's a narcissist. And a lot of what we've been saying on this channel, I was in Vivian's live and they said the same thing. So let me pull that up. Vivian just had an excellent live. That's the lady who was just, she was recording one meeting and she was just eating her alive. Love helping out. No, she won't tell nothing. Remember, she says she shows them to the one it matters to. Yeah. Mayor, that's what exactly. Lightfoot had receipts and then her lawyer made light of that. So Foxy says, I got a page of receipts for her trips from Township Money. Foxy has them. Yeah. But again, why can't you come out and say, okay, yes, I did some things I was not supposed to do. Then you would be more genuine to people. But she will admit no wrongdoing, and that's a problem. Real rap, she could have at least dropped a coupon. Real rap. Yes. Okay, Isaiah, love you too, dear. So let me take this down. So this is what she's doing. And again, we all make mistakes, but she will admit to nothing. Everything, someone else did it, not me. So I wanted to show you, because Vivian had she had a husband and wife team on today. They did an excellent job. You guys look on the left and let me know if you remember this lady. She was the one at the meeting. Oh my God. She was tearing Tiff a new one. She kept us all laughing. Thank you, Isaiah. U.S. Army says, I bet the FBI has the receipts, and you know they do. All right. So, real rap. Shout out to Vivian. Yes, Vivian Allen. She had them on. She had Jennifer and Paul Roberts, and they did an excellent job. And they were saying a lot of the same things, folks, that we've been saying, you know, and how she just blames everyone else. She won't take accountability, responsibility, none of that. Montrez says, does Tiffany know something that we don't? Montrez, only God knows what she does, but she, according to her, she has done nothing wrong. Nothing. It's crazy. Tiff made it on the Young Turks podcast. Yeah. And Mario, you weren't here last night. She has everyone that goes to her Facebook page, she has her link on there. Please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, she finally added some videos. So listen to this. This was, if you remember, this is Vivian Allen. And she, you know, this lady right here. Oh my goodness. If you didn't see the video where she tore Tiffany up. And this husband and wife team came on her show, and they did an excellent job. Jen and Paul. Yes. Right, Lisa. Lanita, I serve on the Akron, Ohio Housing Board that demolishes vacant, dilapidated houses. Dollar homes are beyond restoration unless you have six-figure budgets and skills. The back taxes might carry over too. Thank you, Lanita, for that little morsel of info. Short gang bus, where have you been, love? Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies. Yes. Fleetwood Mac, one of my favorite Fleetwood Mac songs. Real rap. She's the one that said my husband is not stalking you. Yes. Snickers Mom, how you doing, love? Everyone hit that like button. Let's get those likes up. Short gang bus. If you're watching this and you're enjoying the content, also, folks, hit that subscribe button. Snickers Mom says she never has her name attached to any card so she can blame others for her crimes. When she was living in that house and she refused to put the utilities in her name. Snickers gets it. Snickers. She always finds a way to slither around. So she's guilty as sin. Snickers Mom gets it. Yes. Because what's the first thing she said? My name wasn't on the lease. Ma'am, you were living there. So she always finds a way to circumvent the rules. Yeah, someone earlier said she needs to go to Congress. Yeah, she would fit right in. Butterfly's now on her YouTube channel. She just wants you to subscribe to her channel. Butterfly, she finally added some videos today because I checked them out. I just played one. But prior to that, she had that on her Facebook page and she had no videos. And today she added 14. Or last night when I was asleep. All right, here we go. Okay.
All right. Hello, everyone. I have two a very powerful couple that is part of our community, part of Thornton Township, that has been very vigilant within this whole Henyard administration. But even before Henyard, they were very aware of the financial dealings that Frank Zuccarelli was doing. So, hey, everybody. So I just wanted to, these are my first guests. So I hope you guys are happy to be on my platform. So we have Mrs. Jennifer and Paul Roberts. Okay, so you guys can just do a brief introduction just to let everybody know a little bit about yourselves and, you know, what your fight is within Thornton Township.
Okay, we are Roberts. I'm Jennifer. This is Paul. Our fight in Thornton Township is to rid the township as well as the village of Dalton of a criminal organization which one person governs.
Yes.
And we're tired of being afraid to speak. We're tired of being afraid to go into the people's house. We're tired of looking over our backs, wondering if someone is, going to hurt us.
Okay, now, shame on Miss Jennifer Robards. She's a black woman beating and attacking another black woman. OMG. Snickers Mom, thank you for the super chat, love. I just spammed the comment section with hearts just for you. How dare she attack another black woman? What's this world coming to? We know that Tiffany didn't do anything wrong. She didn't do a thing wrong. It's all these other people that are jealous of her. And it's because she's black and because she's young. What's wrong with this lady? Oh, we know. Okay, her husband is white. So maybe he was able to persuade her to turn on her black sister. You can't make this stuff up. Thank God these people are awake and they're not listening to the threats. Oh, you're racist or you're this, you're that. These are good, common sense people, folks. Yes. Lanita's having a ball. Lanita, did you like that one? Oh, my God. Shame on this black woman, Jennifer Robards, and her white husband. How dare they?
But I came into this fight for me because of Fennell Dukes.
Right.
Her story resonates with me in so many ways. As a sexual assault victim or, someone who suffered at the hands of someone molesting me
right.
so many years as a child. And then also my daughter, who's now 32, will be 33 this year, went through the same fate that I did.
Those of you, I think, do all of you know what happened to Fennell Dukes? I did a video on that. If you don't, I will drop the link. Butterfly Nest, love, thank you so much for the super chat. I just flooded the comment section with hearts just for you. So you know she didn't like what happened to Fennell Dukes. Well, she didn't like any of it. But her being an SA survivor and then her daughter going through it as well. If you that doesn't know, let me know. I'll drop that video. I'll drop that link. Shorts, long story short, she was friends with, and she worked there with the super mayor. We know Mr. Holmes, that when they all went to Vegas, what happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas. Allegedly, he SA'd her. Lanita, yes. Oh my God. And when she went to tell Tiffany, now they're friends. The first words out of her mouth, and this broke this woman's heart. The first words out of a narcissist like Tiffany Henyard's mouth, the first words out of her mouth were, this is going to ruin me, right? Not, oh my God, how are you? Let me take you to a hospital. None of that. The very first words out of her. So that tells me all I need to know about Miss Tiffany Henyard. Lynn, yes, he is being I heard that they were reopening the investigation. So you're always talking about you being a black woman and how bad you're being treated and how you're there and you're standing up for the black woman. Look at what you did to this black woman that was SA'd. Roland, you look itty bitty right there. I could even see you. Oh, Lisa, yes. Cammie wrote, did you hear in Tiff Tiff's rap song how she low-key took a shot at Phinia with the line about driving her Tahoe from Vegas to Chicago? Yes. Cammie, yes, ma'am. How you doing, Mark? We're glad you're here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We welcome everyone. Amuna, yes, the first that you're a black woman who are supposedly out here campaigning and supporting other black women. The very first words out of your mouth where you know this is going to ruin me, right? No care or concern for this young lady. So that's why when she's doing all this stuff that we're seeing, and I'm feeding the people, feeding them, it's all fake. Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. That's why I don't believe anything I see her do. Tell me what your thoughts are, folks. How you doing, Lisa? Hit the like button, folks. We haven't made it to 60 likes yet. Oh, my goodness. Here we go.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, now, thank you. So at this point, you know, when I heard about Phinia story, I told my husband, now this here is what's getting me to fight like, excuse my French, because you all know I don't curse, hell. And I refuse to let her story die.
Yep.
You know,
Right.
I couldn't get mine out there, given the time in which I was coming up in, when things like that happened in my household or in our family or in our generation at that time, we kept things to ourselves. At least that's what our parents made us do. At this point in my life,
that's the truth.
Mm-hmm. And so now I'm like, I refuse to let her fight by herself, just like so many other people. So,
and I take a little credit for dragging her into this fight. Interested in Tiffany Henyard's corruption before Jennifer got in it.
Wow.
You could say it's because I'm a cheapskate. Is old enough that when he was a kid, they were using buffalo nickels. And
okay, I have one.
His mom told him he was so tight, the way he held a nickel, he was going to squeeze the buffalo to death.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same way.
Yes.
And I was wondering what happened to the surplus that they used to have in the township. And every time there was a surplus, Frank Zuccarelli would give a property tax rebate.
Yep.
Then I saw all of Tiffany's advertisements in our mailbox, and I thought, wow, I wonder what the township's budget for advertising is, and will it wipe out any surplus? That's how I got in the fight.
All right.
Public comments. Jennifer saw the Lansing Journal and others, videotaping, and she took notice of the way that Kamal Woods and Michael Smith and others were staring at me as I was speaking. And she did not want me to go to another township meeting.
So again, and trying to intimidate people, but it's everyone else that's doing the threatening and the intimidating. So folks, these are not people these are people who are there, not people who are telling you something that they've been told. All right. Lynn, this is super frustrating for me to watch, and I'm in Jersey. I can't imagine your frustration. Yeah. Lynn, these are people who are living it. But everything, according to Tiffany, all of the hate and the threats and the stalking, everything's being directed at her. No, tell about what your goons were doing. That's what you need to tell about. These people here, they're actually living through it. They're telling us.
Alone.
And you should not have, because we all know that, and we can speak about this first if you guys are okay, and then we can segue into other things. So I was at that meeting when Tiffany accused you of basically bullying her, right? And so just go into your story on exactly what happened. that
You're
day?
talking
I'll let you tell the story.
The September 24th meeting.
Yes.
The agenda had closed session before public comment.
Right.
Tiffany was able to move the agenda to put public comment before closed session. Paul's job was on the chopping block.
Right.
And she had done this before. When she threw Valeria Stubbs out of the meeting in Dalton, it was to cause commotion to end the meeting early. So that this was happening in September. The first two commenters said things in her favor, and I was the first person at the podium to criticize her. My point was just to plead with her to work reasonably with the trustees. And then I defined reason as the that differentiates us from the animals. As soon as I started speaking, Michael Smith started talking loudly. And then said we can no longer, well, I said animals do not respond to reason. Animals respond only to petting, feeding, or a whack in the snout.
Which is true.
We can no longer afford the petting and feeding of the supervisor. And at that point, Kamal stood up from his chair. Michael Smith and Krigley surrounded me. The security guard let them create the commotion that Tiffany wanted. She looked up from her doodling pad and started grinning and egging them on. So security guards adjourned the meeting and closed session never happened. When she was smiling on her way out the door, I actually handed her a printed copy of my remarks. So she read what her goons wouldn't let me say at the end of it.
I'll say I didn't know that part of it. So
Yeah.
you actually gave her a printed copy of your speech.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sure she didn't understand it. In fact,
no, she is not far smarter than a fifth grader.
The next day, I was dropped.
Did you hear that? Oh my God. Vivian is still cutting her. Oh my God. She says she is not smarter than a fifth grader. Is that show still on? Oh my God. Short Bus Gang said Tiff's gonna need the EBT card. Oh my God. Woo! I don't know, Short Bus Gang. She's trying to get her podcast going on YouTube. So she's funneling people to her YouTube channel. I think she knows the gig is up.
Dropping off a package at FedEx, and on the way home, William Moore's wife took a picture of my car here in Lansing. And a couple of days later, I was served by the sheriff with paperwork saying that she was filing for an emergency order of protection against me.
Okay, did you all hear that? So listen to the shenanigans. These are people who are living through it. Did you all hear that? If not, I will repeat it. How you doing, Pastor Rosella? She's not as smart as an unborn child. All right, Pastor Rosella's back here. She's cutting her up again too. Did everyone hear what Mr. Paul Robart said? And anyone who asks questions, all he did, someone type yes, please, in the comment section. I want to make sure you heard what he just said. All he did was ask questions. She had one of her goons wrote down his license plate number. And then she found, okay, you did hear. Okay, so these are the shenanigans. I didn't hear her say that when we played the video about her dropping receipts, but she doesn't do anything wrong. And remember the woman and her husband, a black woman, remember? She's so for the black woman and support the black woman. She wants black women to support her. That black woman, she and her husband were trying to get the business. They spent $6 million. They were trying to get their restaurant open. She wouldn't give them a liquor license. What about that, Tim? You didn't say anything about. So all of these nefarious activities that she's been involved in, she says nothing. You see what happened, Lynn? Okay.
And what was the emergency order protection for? Can you explain to us that? Because I need to understand, what did you do that threatened her so bad that she would actually need an emergency, not an order of protection, but an emergency order of protection because of a statement? Please
So
explain that.
let's go back to when he made a comment. He got mad because he used the word animal. And decided to say that he called her a dog,
but she calls herself a female pit bull in a skirt. Right. Okay.
Yep. You also know that very same night, when DeMarcus Quigley and Michael Smith and Kamal had all circled Paul, and I was up there. You know, when I saw that, that's when I came up there. Not like I can do anything, but I'm not going to allow you all to do anything to my husband. And DeMarcus was saying what he was saying. I was going back to Michael Smith, and then I don't know if you all know this, but it is in the video where DeMarcus Quigley raised his hand at me and told me he was
his
slap.
arm was all the way up.
He told me
I remember that
he would slap me.
Oh.
So going forward from that moment on, when Paul, we live in Lansing. Let's make this clear. And where they come and eat at is in our territory. We live in Lansing. We work in Lansing.
I was at work that
we do business in Lansing. We eat at restaurants in Lansing.
Because Lansing is very established, and they're a good community where they actually have things in place for their residents, for their tax dollars, to make sure that people come to their community to eat, and they want people to actually spend money. So it makes sense that you guys actually eat and, you know, do things in your community. That's how it's supposed to be.
He after he got through working at home and doing shipping, he went to drop off his packages at FedEx. Decided that, okay, I'm gonna go to Hooters and get me some chicken wings, get my wife some chicken wings, and he spots Tiffany, Keith Freeman, and William Moore's wife, Keith Price, and William Moore's wife in the restaurant. When he looked in there and he saw them, he turned around.
All I did was wave, say hi, welcome to Lansing, and I kept walking.
Right.
I walked around the building, didn't even go in the restaurant.
He had enough common sense not to go in there.
Right.
Given the fact that you are already threatening me, okay? So I'm not going to come in there. Okay?
Right.
And so when he left, William Moore's wife comes out and snapped a picture of his car to get his license. And that's when they took this to court and filed this frivolous lawsuit, this restraining order against him. But it didn't stop there. Now I'm sitting at home in my pajamas, crocheting, making, completing the order. And then I get a knock on the door, a mail in the letters, a letter in the mail stating that DeMarcus Quigley had filed an assault charge on me.
Right.
And what was that about?
What
was that about? When did you assault him?
Right. It never happened. It never happened.
What happened is at that meeting, he assaulted Jennifer.
Oh, I remember that.
We wanted to do a police report in Lansing. They told us we had to go to South Holland. The first officer questioned whether it was assault or not. Eventually, a commander said, "Yeah, it is." So, we
actually went to the police department that very night. We went to South Holland to file that report. We had to come back again.
They scheduled a hearing here in Lansing because South Holland doesn't have a courtroom. DeMarcus was a no-show, and the judge gave DeMarcus the maximum fine for violating South Holland's assault ordinance and being a no-show in court. But we're getting away from why Tiffany filed an emergency protection order against me.
Yes.
Claims that I made a public speech inciting the crowd to engage in violent acts against her. That's what the paper says.
So who incited? Like when did anybody go after her or attack her because of your speech? I was there. I just want to know.
All she remembered is that I said, a whack in the snout.
But Viv, here's the thing, though.
You see my look.
So I know. I mean, that's how hilarious it is, right? Because we go to court. We went to all of our, which, you know, her attorneys don't have anything together. She doesn't show up to court. And the last time we were there, her lawyer expected for our lawyer to send her incriminating evidence against us to them. And the judge had to tell her, no, that's not how that works.
Discovery. He wanted to tell the judge what really happened. The judge wanted to propose mediation, but our attorney knew Tiffany well enough, saying, nah, that's never going to work with her. So the court date was postponed again until April 4th.
After she's out of
3
office.
days after we voted in a new supervisor.
Okay, great.
Until mid-May.
Okay, and then so is this going to be a trial case for her, or what are you guys seeking? I guess
We
since
don't know if anyone's going to show up.
She gonna show. The judge
Okay.
brought out.
It started as a petition for an emergency order of protection. The judge denied that, but then the judge said, hey, I've been hearing a lot about Thornton Township. I mean, Carmen Carlisle asked for a protection order against Keith Price. Jennifer asked for a protection order against DeMarcus Krigley. I'm not sure who else. Jedediah has been in and out of that courtroom.
Right.
And so the judge wanted to hear all of the Tiffany-related cases
in one day.
In one
all
day.
at the same time, yeah. Because there's so many.
When we went to file Jennifer's petition against DeMarcus, the clerk in the law library just heard Thornton Township and said, oh, is it the boyfriend again?
Oh my God.
No sense. None.
So at the end of this hearing, like, what do you guys want out of this? Are you guys seeking any damages because it's a frivolous lawsuit,
can't.
or you can't? Okay.
It started out as an emergency protection order. And courts do not allow one side to pay attorney's fees to the other side in protection order hearings. So we can't really win.
So I just think
we just want it to be over with and get back to living our lives peacefully.
I think that secretly, or vehemently, Tiffany wanted to make us lose money by getting a lawyer, or she probably thought we could not afford one.
Oh,
which, the laugh is on her, right? Because you're messing with the wrong people. You can target anybody you want, but there's gonna be some that's gonna say, you can't touch us. We're not
right.
And that's where we are. Our lawyer actually laughed at this case. He actually laughs at her. He laughs at her attorneys. He thinks they're dumb, and we do too.
Absolutely. So with your attorney fees, though, so that's just that you guys are just losing out on is the money that you have to pay to fight this case, and to basically keep your your community value intact with community. I'm sorry, not community, but community value intact. So you guys are just fighting this to make sure that everybody knows that, hey, Tiffany Henyard, we did not do anything to incite a riot. And yet you still are losing money having to fight this case. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Yeah.
So I just want to segue into the next thing, which is like we were talking about with Tiffany Henyard when it comes to her federal subpoenas. Now I am going to share my screen. Give me 1 second.
All right, folks. So pay attention to this. She's going to pull up because I know some of you are asking about what's going on with the FBI investigation. So Viv is going to share some insight on some of those cases. Hit the like button for me, please, Chubbs. Tiffany play a hood boss, but scared of an old man and a lady. She's not hood. She's just a little scared rat. Yeah, exactly. This would be a comedy if it weren't real life. U.S. Army, you got it. Hey, woo.
And then, so, oh, I know how to do it. Sorry. Present, share screen. All right, so I think this is the one. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to share this first. Let me know if you can see it.
Yep.
Okay, so I pulled this up on a website, and basically it is, I'm sorry, let me go back. I have a lot of tabs open, so I don't want to get lost. Okay, this is the one. Not that one. Sorry, I want to make sure I didn't click off of it. Here we go. Okay, so so with this one, this is Tiffany Henyard's. This is her campaign donation, I guess, for her running for Dalton mayor. And so I found this today. I've never been on her donation website because I normally don't Google Tiffany Henyard, right? Now, remember the meeting that she did yesterday? So she personally have loaded all of these videos onto her actual campaign site, trying to make it look like she's the victim, right? Have you guys seen this website at all, or been on it?
This is the first time that I've seen any new videos there.
Me too. Okay, so let's go over this together. Because I found it interesting that on this, so remember how she did the video yesterday for the trustees, that 9-minute clip?
Mm-hmm.
We've already watched that. Some of you who came in a little later, we played that earlier. Hit the like button for me, please, folks. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
We saw it.
Disgusting.
Hold on one second. And then she also has on there the video that she did. Now, I want to show y'all the video, and I just want you guys' reaction, your real, true reaction on this actual video that she had posted on her actual campaign donation site. So this is not something that she just posted on her Facebook and took down, but she actually put this on her campaign site for people to see that are potentially voting for her. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I'm not real good at this yet, so bear with me. Okay, share screen, and then we'll go to this one. Share. Okay, talking to myself. All right, so
remember this cringe worthy her rap video, Feed the People. Oh my God.
Feeding the people. I'm starving the poor. I'm feeding the people. They put me in office and treat me like it's illegal. So feed the people. So feed the people. I gave back to communities and cleaned the streets up. I'm starving the poor. I'm feeding the people. They put me in office and treat me like it's illegal. So feed the people. So feed the people. So feed my people. To feed my people. From Vegas to Chicago, I rode around in time.
So
I know it's hard. It's hard to listen to and watch. I already know. Oh my God.
They put me in office and treat me like.
That's enough.
I am not the best with finding this link. Where am I playing it from? There we go. Okay, I paused it. Sorry. Okay, back to the screen. So, what's your first reaction on that?
I thought about Harriet Tubman.
Listen.
Hey, did you hear what Jennifer said? I think it was U.S. Army who said she doesn't use the last when she's pronouncing words. she doesn't pronounce the last letter, like, or she'll mispronounce it. Jennifer Robards just said Harriet Tubman. Oh my God. So we're not the only ones that are noticing this.
Harriet Tubman. Yeah, I learned her name to be Harriet Tubman growing up, but I will pronounce it like Tiffany, Harriet Tubman. What I thought about when I first saw that was I was envisioning her being in prison on the food line where, you know, I guess they have them cooking the food and she's serving and feeding the people. And that's what I'm envisioning.
That is such a good analogy. That's not the best one that I've heard so far.
And every time somebody play that, I see you feeding the people, honey. We can't wait till you go to jail and feed the people. And you can see
right. Right. Exactly. I'm sorry, but that's a good one. I never even like analyzed it to that capacity. But if you take it a step further, then I guess she's starving in the garden.
My reaction was a little bit different because I've been studying her since, well, longer than Jennifer. And my first reaction, well, on the Thornton Township website, there's still a supervisor's statement on the homepage where she accuses Fox 32 of fake news for exposing her fake charity scam. The only reason that station aired the fake news is because her baby daddy remarried someone who works at that channel. And I thought, wait a minute, we don't need a supervisor bringing all of this ghetto baby mama drama.
So, hey, these people know the tea on the super mayor. If you're enjoying this content, type a 1 in the comment section. So, yeah, she's out here trying to be all refined and suave and cool. These people are telling you the tea, the real, which you already know, the real super mayor. But these people are telling it. Oh my God, I love it.
Into the I've spoken to many people who say, wow, the mayor of Harvey destroyed the community. Tiffany Henyard is now doing the same thing to Dalton. And I'm thinking, yeah, she's doing the same thing to the township. She appeals to like the lowest common denominator, the rappers and the reality TV addicts. And 100 years ago, H.L. Mencken wisely said, no one ever went broke underestimating the intelligence of the American people. But she's just in it for the money now. She won't publicly admit that she's done.
She won't.
No.
But she's trying to show someone that she might have some talent that might generate future income for her.
Have we not been talking about that on this channel, folks? Listen, these people just made this video today. We've been talking about she has to know it is over. She can't be that slow. And she's out here dropping videos, making rap videos. You know, she's trying to parlay her, where she's on her Facebook page. I showed you earlier. She says she's very talented. She's trying to, you know, segue into her next career. These people are saying the same things that we're saying, folks. Exact same thing. Listen.
So when it comes to the township, and like you said, she won't admit that she's done. We all know that she lost that bid pretty much, and she can't run. Well, she's going to be a write-in, but nobody with common sense is going to write her into that role. How do we fix a township? What is what do you expect from your next township supervisor, and what would they have to bring in order to fix the level of corruption that she have done to us, and who has to go and who has to stay when it comes to like her top administration that's still in there and that's still working, because you know how it goes. So you come in there, you just fire everybody that know everything, then you will lose a lot of information that you could have used or to help save, you know, your finances or whatever you need to do when it comes to the programs. So like, who needs to go, who needs to stay, and what needs to be done in order for us to rebuild our township?
So before they answer that, folks, you know, all of her flunkies definitely have to go. Because what are they going to do? Undermine and try to sabotage the new administration and just keep a bunch of mess started and going on and on and on. So definitely all of her hitchmen, all of her flunkies have to go. Wait, Lynn said, wait, she really thinks she can see. Lynn, I don't know if you were here. I read it off of her Facebook page. She says, I'm really talented. Oh my God. Oh.
Let's start with accountability.
Exactly.
Accountability, transparency, and trust. Establishing trust with the people, the residents. That is so important.
Yeah.
And to make sure that we feel safe by expressing our needs to them, because we are who you're serving.
Right.
And we need those. If there's an answer, you know, question that we need answered, we need that answer, and we need the honest God's truth. We need the truth from whoever is coming in, you know, after this administration. Right now, I feel like it's starting to shape up. It's going to take a while before that happens, before we actually see real change, because Tiffany and her administration has done so much damage. And I believe that we don't even know the whole extent of what has been done.
Yeah.
But
We don't.
I'm hoping and praying that we will soon find out when Napoleon gets in and the other trustees. I, you know, give kudos to Carmen and Chris for the job that they've done thus far, and they've been doing a good job. And I thank God for Stephanie coming on in, because we're starting to see, you know, little small changes that we have been asking for so long to happen. But I think that we need to get rid of, they need to get looking to Keith Price. We have yet to find out what he does besides being a food pantry manager. He
has to be a media relations person too. He has to be hired for media relations, because why is he always in front of the camera? So you're right.
I don't know how many job titles he's holding, because he's doing a job as an administrator, as food pantry, a manager, but also as the head of security now, because he was trying to kick you all out of the last meeting. So you know, what? And is he her bodyguard? I mean, what? And I want those answers, and I plan to ask those questions at the next board meeting, because we need to find out.
And that's Monday.
Yeah.
I'm much more optimistic about the next administration in Dalton than I am about the next administration in Thornton Township, because the trustees there have been meeting with the public regularly. Thornton trustees have never done anything like tea with the trustees. And for most of the time, Tiffany has blocked or monitored their email.
Yeah.
They haven't been as responsive as I would like them to be.
And see, here's where Paul and I differ. And we do, just because we're married doesn't mean that we agree on it. Okay? He's a pessimist and I'm an optimist. Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm very optimistic about the new administration that's coming in. We of course we won't see any changes right now. We still got a criminal sitting in that seat. And she's still able to do some things like she's doing now. But as long as we got people that are sitting in those seats right now that can make some changes, then I am hopeful that we're going into the right direction.
Oh, so much.
Yeah.
One thing that you did ask, though, about what needs to be done in the township before we can get back on track is the trustees need to go back to that late September meeting when they approved a forensic audit for all departments in the township going back 3 years. Tiffany wanted it to go back 10 years so she could dig up the dirt on Frank Zuccarelli.
Right, which we don't care about. That man is in the grave. Let him rest in peace.
Now, forensic audits are expensive. That's why the trustees and the knowledgeable residents said, yeah, make it only 3 years. You can do a little bit of Frank's last year for comparison's sake. But I calculated, based on the one estimate that Tiffany's administration got from a qualified company to do a forensic audit, it would probably cost the township $450,000 more to go back 10 years than to go back just 3 years.
Wow, I didn't know it was that high of a price mark.
Yeah, Tiffany actually sent out an RFP for a forensic audit, but it was limited to credit card spending by Carmen Carlisle and Keith Freeman.
I remember that.
Forensic audit could cost $30,000. And the most qualified people bill out their time at $400 an hour. But I still think that the forensic audit is necessary. This came up at the board meeting. Just about every proposal, the trustees voted down saying, well, we're not against the idea, but in a time of financial precariousness, when we don't know how broke we are, or we don't know what we have to spend, we have to say no out of caution. Well, they can't say that forever. To me, the question is, does the township have to bite the bullet, start the forensic audit now, or will we be getting those numbers soon enough from the IRS, who has been looking at the township for a year?
Good question.
That's what I'd like to ask the trustees.
That's a really good question.
Get an immediate answer, but that's what I'd like them to think about.
So when it comes to our financial state right now in the township, since we really don't have a budget approved, and remember how they were tabling all of her events that she was trying to do? Do you guys really think that before she is out of office in May, that she should be able to carry on those events, or should they continue to stay tabled and let the new administration just start over from scratch?
I think that continue to do what they're doing, the state table.
Okay.
That there's some important bills that needs to be paid, but then I think that they know. I think they're doing what they think is best, and I trust them.
Okay. What about you, Paul?
Yeah, I don't think that they should authorize any Tiffany events.
Right. So what about the senior prom? I know the senior prom was a big thing that everybody wanted, or people were talking about. Is that something that you guys have known to been around for quite some time? And I'm only asking this because I'm not a senior, so I never really dove into the events that the seniors have on a yearly basis. So is that something that they do for the township yearly? Is that like a big event that Zuccarelli was doing prior to Henyard?
I've never heard of it before.
Okay.
He did events, but he got sponsors for events.
But I don't know anything about a senior prom.
Oh, senior prom?
Yeah,
I haven't heard about it.
Senior prom, no.
Okay. Okay. And then big
Tiffany, she resonate with the seniors and the youth.
Now, those of you who've been here for a while, if you don't believe me, go back at a few months when I started doing videos on the super mayor. Cammie, you were here. Chubbs, let me see. Who else was here? Several of you were here. Who does she focus on? I mentioned that. The old people and the youths. So she goes after the old people, right? because, well, they're not into nefarious activities the way she is. They really feel that she genuinely cares and loves them. And then the youth, she gets the parents on board by having the bouncy houses for the kids and hot dogs at the park. For what? For votes, people, for votes. She doesn't care about these people. The old and the young. Yes, Mayor. Mayor, you've been here. You know I said that.
And so, she assumes that if the youth and the seniors to be on her team, then that's all that matters. So she's only doing things for them unless they come against her now.
Okay, let's talk about being a youth, right? So first off, Tiffany, youth, right? Tiffany is what, like 40? Let's give her 41. I know she's older than 40, so let's just give her 41. I don't know her exact age. I'm 46. Mm-hmm. So if she's the youth, am I considered the youth? I just want to ask that question. Because like this video that she just put out, the things that she have been doing, it is either tailored to a younger generation that's not voting, or the seniors that in some capacity doesn't even really have enough people to actually continue to vote her in that seat. So I'm just wondering, like, what is her idea of her being young instead of trying to be a professional? Like, what do you guys get out of that?
I see, well, she's looking at our president as an example of someone who can get the top position without any education or without adhering to the rules or the Constitution. And there are a lot of people who are glorifying those who are successful by breaking all the rules.
Mm-hmm. I honestly feel that Tiffany, I think she's always wanted to be an entertainer. And I heard someone earlier.
Right.
I don't think she really took this job seriously in the beginning. I think she probably threw dice to see if she would, get that winning number, and it landed on the number that she needed it. Yep. And so she took it. And throughout her tenure as trustees, how many years she was a trustee?
8 years.
8 years. She opened up several failed businesses. Okay, she tried to get on the Shark Tank. She opened up what, Good Burger. Okay. And have all of these houses that she may or may not own, but have not been a good landlord. So I think that her next step will be OnlyFans. And a reality TV show.
Okay, go back and check my old videos. Have I not been saying she would be good on a reality show? She's trying to get her next gig, folks. It's probably going to be in a penitentiary, but she's trying to set herself up. Now, listen to what these people, now they just made this video today. Go back and look at my older, Cammie, you were here. You know I've said that. Cammie, Tip trying to be Glorilla mixed in with the Golden Girl. Woo! Lanita, Tiffany had to appeal to the slow folks and grifters for money and attention. Yes. Zully, she took the opportunity to make a lot of money and nothing else. A crook. Zully, yes.
Which is where she's headed. And I hope. Yeah.
Listen, I'm in agreement with you. When you right, you right. Now, I'm gonna share my screen so I can just present something that I found on Fox 32 that I found to be interesting, right? So this was when was this report made? And y'all gotta excuse me.
You want to see that? FBI served subpoenas at Dalton Village Hall amid corruption allegations against Mayor Tiffany Henyard. So she's going to scroll and you're going to see some of the alleged offenses.
Came out in April of 2024. So this was by Fox 32, and it just shows when they served the subpoenas at Dalton Village Hall amid the corruption allegations against Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Now, this goes back to Dalton. Now, you guys have come to the Dalton meetings too, so you're very fluent and you know about what goes on in Dalton as well. So it just shows how the FBI served the subpoenas against Tiffany Henyard. Now, I'm not going to make you guys read the whole article. But what was interesting to me was that it was like did I miss it? I'm sorry, my screen is like blanking out. Is this the right one? Here we go. So like these are all just like the related news stories when it comes to Tiffany Henyard. So you have like worst mayor in America, Dalton Village Administrator Keith Friedman charged with bankruptcy fraud. Tiffany Henyard tried to conceal alleged sexual assault by Chicago activists, lawsuit claims. Tiffany Henyard booed, challenged during township meetings. Tiffany Henyard controversy, Lori Lightfoot will investigate Dalton Mayor amid lawsuit allegations. New sexual assault complaint may have ties to Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard investigation. Controversy brews over South Suburban tax proposal involving Dalton Mayor Tiffany. Dalton Mayor Tiffany sued by church for alleged discrimination by a church.
Right.
Dalton bars shut down amid allegations of political retaliation from Mayor Tiffany Henyard. So the reason why she goes to Lansing because she shut all of our stuff down. Dalton Mayor Henyard launches podcast on Spotify, which was a failure. Dalton Tiffany controversy, residents denied public comment in board meetings. FBI probes misconduct allegations against Mayor Dalton Tiffany Henyard. Illinois Attorney General hosts Mayor Tiffany Henyard's chaos donation. Charity, I'm sorry. Former Dalton police chief exposes Mayor Henyard's alleged abuse of use of police detail. Illegal in so many ways, controversy surrounds Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard's salary maneuver. Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard's tax-funded billboard raises questions. Remember when she misspelled Thornton? How are you the supervisor of Thornton Township and you're actually misspelling Thornton on a billboard? So now you have to redo it and pay for it all over again. And then Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard announces $1 million giveaway, sparking concerns among residents. Now, in your opinion,
that's a lot.
That's a lot, and that was just in April of 2024. That's not even the new allegations or the new things that she have done recently. And it's like, what do you guys think when you see all of those headlines? Is that somebody that you really think is innocent? I'm just asking because I don't understand how she thinks that everybody's lying on her and she's the only one telling the truth besides the people that's in her corner.
I'd like for you in the comment section to answer that. What are your thoughts on that? I'm asking for a friend. What do you think about someone who said what Viv said? She's done no wrong. All of this is contrived.
So can you guys just give me like your opinion on those articles and what you think?
If she was trying to be infamous, she has definitely succeeded. If she was trying to run for re-election, she couldn't be doing any worse. I don't think she's trying to court voters, or at least not rational voters.
You know what, Deb? When I came into this fight, I wanted to give this young Black woman the benefit of the doubt. I had heard a lot about her from other people, but I am the type of person, I like to read the book for myself, not just the cover. I up and read it myself. So when I went into it, I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. And the more I would go to the board meetings, the more I would hear the things that were coming out of her mouth, the more he would, information that he would dig up, the more I saw, the more I realized that this is a young woman who's trying to make our race a part of her narrative. and make it seem like everyone is picking on a young Black single mother.
Yes.
And not the case at all.
Nope.
So your question was, if I had read that before I got to know her, I probably would have said, are they picking on her? You know, this is something I need to dive into deeper.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing what I know now, she's guilty as charged. And it's just coming out of my mouth. I can hear people saying she's innocent until proven guilty. But until you sit in our seats and wear our shoes and be targeted, just because we have an opinion, your shoes, Sherry shoes, Nikita shoes, Thelma shoes, Valerie Stubbs, and all of you all have been in this fight way longer than we have and have endured so much more. And until people are walking in those shoes, they will have no idea what it is that we know and what we have to put up with and what we're doing. And each time we leave that meeting, we are watching each other walk to their cars. We're making sure everybody get in their cars safely. Because here's my thought. Yes, they're now having the meetings upstairs, but we as for the media and the trustees, but we as the residents have to sit downstairs. Now, they have all this security, okay? But why do we have all this security? It's not because of the residents.
It's the people who come in through the back door.
And guess who's still coming in through the back door without having to go through security?
Her goon squad.
Right.
Her boyfriend Kamal, DeMarcus Quigley, and all of those people that is in her administration that is causing all of this mess. They're able to come in. And so we're still having to look over our shoulders to make sure we're not being followed when we leave there.
Wow.
Leaving our lights on at night, making sure the cameras catch all images that goes around the house.
Hello.
Yeah, this fall, Jennifer alerted me every time that a black Tahoe parked in front of our house.
Huh. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we keep our back deck light on every night.
Yeah.
So
not knowing if DeMarcus or someone is going to creep around here.
She is definitely the most infamous mayor in America. And she's proven it day by day, every single hour, every minute of the day, even with that video she made.
and let me add this to what you're saying. It's not even that, we have to watch our safety, right? But it's the threats. Mm-hmm. It's the text messages that we get. It's the staring down of us when we make public comment. It's just every time that we go to these meetings, we don't stay together as a community. Anything can happen to one of us as a one-off because we're not sticking together. Right. A lot of people don't understand how toxic those meetings really are. It's not easy to go to those meetings with all of those people that are sitting there trying to intimidate you on purpose so that way you can stop coming. They don't want us to come to the meetings. They don't want us to speak out against her. What they want is us to just praise her, but that's not what we're going to do because she's not doing right by the people.
Yeah.
Hopefully she won't attend any more meetings. That way, business done.
Did you see what she said at the last meeting? Basically, she was saying that her safety was still in jeopardy when they allowed everybody to come into the media room. I'm guessing she was talking about me and Alicia, because we were the two. But no, me and Alicia have never attacked her.
I know.
So that was just funny to me that she would say that because nobody. I would never, first, I can't run. So I can't go up to you and just like run up to you and do something. Now, can I walk with my walker? Yeah, absolutely. But right here, right now, today, I already know that we're going to vote her out. So I don't even have any animosity against her. So it's just funny that she would say that at that meeting.
Wow.
Or, well, she was at the meeting, but she went live after the meeting ended to actually say that she was She feared her safety.
Well,
And
I
you
mean,
have
Well,
security.
just proved to me that she's afraid of you and Elisa.
but she's
She's
not.
afraid of me and Jennifer
That's the
too.
narrative she's painting, but come on, did she forget about the videos of her running up there, hurting her own self?
Hello.
Well, we missed a meeting. At the first meeting after the brawl, they sent out a press release saying that only the trustees and accredited media would be allowed in the small room. And all employees and the public had to be in the big room. And I said, wait a minute, you're telling us we have to be in the big room with Keith Price and Kamal and DeMarcus and away from all of the TV cameras? We're staying at home.
That meeting I went to as well. I sat back critical smoker at that meeting. So that meeting, she didn't show up to that one either.
Right.
Well, she could have been in the building like she was at the last meeting, right? Making a video while the meeting was going on. How crazy.
But that's the type of person that was appointed, because we didn't elect her. Let's get that clear to everybody out there that's listening to this segment. Tiffany was appointed. And from what the Lansing Journal was saying, her appointment really was not valid, but nobody looked into it enough to see if it can be rescinded. Now, do you have any information on that, Paul, as far as her appointment when she was appointed? Because I don't know the rules on actual appointments and how they go within a township. I did watch the video a couple times to see like what they did and how they did it. But I know her appointment was last minute.
Well,
so,
it was questionable how they kept going into closed session, and the nomination happened with just a few minutes before the deadline.
What are your thoughts, folks, on what Mr. and Mrs. Paul and Jennifer Robarts are telling us? What do you think about it thus far? I'm not going to play the whole thing because I know it's Friday night and I know everyone's ready to unwind and but what do you think about what you've already listened to? Lisa, Laurie, Imuna, Cami, Mayor, Tammy, what are your thoughts about what they're saying and how they coincide with a lot of what we've said in earlier videos? Lisa, I remember that Flavor of Love with Flavor Flav. So yeah, tell me what do you think about these revelations? Cammy, why is Tiff not suing the table that she hit her head? Oh wow. Yeah, U.S. Army, we already knew. U.S. Army, did you know about what she had done to this couple personally? Because I didn't know about what she had done. I mean, I heard about the things she had done, but I did not know this was the couple. Until, I watched this video. Imuna, the freaks come out at night. Oh yeah, the demons do too. So tell me, what do you think about this, the firsthand account of some of the nefarious activities that the supermayor has been involved in against the citizens? I'll play a little bit more and then we'll stop.
All that it proves is that the existing board really wanted to nominate, they wanted to choose instead of allowing us to choose. And so, after 2 years of Tiffany, that's why they were adamant to let us choose the next trustee.
Right. So if they would have let us choose as residents, would they have did basically the same type of meeting that we had with Stephanie Wiederman? Yep. Would it have? Okay, so it would have been the same thing. Okay. All right. So at least we know now going forward, we have to stay more vigilant of what's going into the township, because it's so much that we have to get back on track, right? Because of the finances, the general assistance. Let's talk about that charity real quick. Now, I'm not gonna hold
I did a video on that charity, that cancer charity. I think that's what she's going to talk about. That was another scam. And then Tiffany, of course, oh, that wasn't my charity. So just all kinds of nefarious activities. Listen up, folks.
Y'all too much longer, but I did want to touch base on this charity that she had, because I remember her saying so many times, and everybody else remember her saying so many times, that she didn't start it. That's not her charity. Stop lying on her. I didn't do it. But let me see if I had it up. I'm sorry. But that Tiffany Henyard Cares charity that she allow others to start in her name.
Yep.
Now, can you guys give us some context, like what your thoughts is on that actual charity and how it came about? And then I'm just going to pull up the subpoenas that aligns with that charity.
Well, I'm sure you've seen the video of the Thornton Township meeting in September of 2022, when she is on tape saying that she started the charity.
Right.
That was the meeting where Keith Price calls Jim Giglio a white man.
Right.
But yeah, the day after she announced that she had started the charity, the township gave her a $10,000 donation. I don't think the board ever approved the use of the vehicles or the time spent by all of the township employees. Stephanie Wiedemann has all of the details. She got on Fox 32 stating that she could tell how far they had traveled just by looking at the most recent charges on the township credit card. She thinks that the whole trip to Springfield with the t-shirts and all the vehicles cost close to $100,000.
Yeah. Which was frivolous spending. So I put this together from the Lansing Journal, and this was part of one of their articles. So this is the subpoena for Thornton Township that was issued May 20th of 2024. Now this is from the Northern District of Illinois subpoena to testify before a grand jury. Now this was in regards to, she had more than one. So this one was to produce certified copies of the following records in your possession, custody, or control. Certified copies of all records in your possession, custody, or control pertaining to the following individuals, whether held jointly or severally as or trustee or fiduciary, as well as custodian, executor, or guardian, as well as other entities with these individuals may have financial interests. So that's Rosie Henyard, Tamika Henyard, and Kamal Woods. So if I was to guess, it's just an educated guess, Rosie Henyard and Tamika Henyard are her family, and Kamal Woods is her boyfriend.
Yep.
So they're looking for background records, they're looking for employment payroll records, records of time and attendance, disciplinary files, records of work performed, wage and tax statements, employee withholdings, U.S. information returns, requests for taxpayer identification numbers, records showing the methods of payments for any and all, what is that, remuneration and or reimbursement, reimbursements, all agreements or contracts within the name above individuals, invoices, descriptions, and retirement savings plans that they might have. Now, that's a big thing, because when they have retired savings plan, that means that they could possibly have pensions. So we have to make sure that we're staying on top of that too, because if they have pensions within a township and they were part of this criminal organization, then we shouldn't have to pay that out.
Right.
Are you in agreement with that? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but
most of the people named are registered with the Illinois Municipal Retirement Fund. That's a much easier way to get payroll information than township requests through, or FOIA requests through the township. IMRF actually shows that Tiffany gave herself a raise, and the township hasn't officially admitted that. But yeah, you raise a good question. will we have to pay a pension to Kamal and William Moore?
Because they honestly, they don't deserve one. And for what they have
over their dead bodies, will I pay?
Okay, so then we're gonna go to this next subpoena. So this one is for January 1st, 2021 through present, providing the following: credit card purchases, vendor approvals, procurement, employment and contract termination, per diems, expense reimbursements, outside employment to include any specific regulations for the police department, loans, insurance, work schedule, job description, employee contractor travel, security detail, use of vehicles, residency requirement for employee contractors, and donations. They want a lot with this one. And this is for, let me go back. So this one is the following requests I specified to the individuals or entities for January 1st, 2021. Any records of municipal resources being used on behalf of the political entity, including but not limited to Tiffany, Friends of Tiffany charitable organizations, including but not limited to Tiffany Cares Foundation, Tiffany A. Henyard Cares Foundation, and or Tiffany Henyard Cares. All records maintained, control, or in possession of the township, Tiffany Cares Foundation, Tiffany A. Henyard Cares Foundation, and or Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. This should include all records related to September of 2022 contribution of $10,000 from Thornton Township. So they want these records from Keith Freeman LLC, Government Staffing Advisors LLC, Kamal Woods, and Cheryl Trans. Then they go on to say anything that deal with payment disbursements. They want that information from Keith Freeman LLC, Government Staffing Advisors LLC, Tiffany Henyard, Thania Dukes, Carmen Kylile, Gerald Jones, Stan Brown, Kamal Woods, and Cheryl Trans. Now, I'm going to take this back a step. Who is Cheryl Trans? I don't know who that is.
Doesn't she own the towing company in Dalton? I know that she's one of the directors of the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. I'm not positive, but for some reason I associate her with the
I remember somebody saying that
cars are towed in Dalton. But I thought you were going to ask why are Carmen Carlisle and Jerry Jones on that list, but Darlene Gray Everett is not.
Yes.
Many trips as the other trustees.
Whoa.
Why is she not on none of these subpoenas?
That's why she's still so loyal to Tiffany to this day.
Well, maybe she's waiting for Tiffany to make sure she has a burial plot.
You are so right, because her name.
As Fats Waller said, one never knows who one.
Then they, then they want to look up the Delgado Law Group, and the other law firms that she have been using. So my thing is, with these subpoenas, they're very real, right? Mm-hmm. So, in your humble opinion, why do you think that, number one, like you said, Darlene name is not on any of them? Because I'm looking at them with you. I pulled them up earlier today, but I'm just like checking that out, and I did not even pay attention that Darlene Gray Everett was not on any of those subpoenas. And she's actually on the board at District 149, right, which is Dalton and Calumet City. Mm-hmm. So, and they actually just approved Delgado, and they fired Bert Olderson as their representative counsel. So we all know that that's political. It has nothing to do with Bert Olderson not doing what they're supposed to do. It just has to do with Henyard not liking that law firm.
It has nothing to do with the students district in the district.
Absolutely not. So in your humble opinion, like with these subpoenas, why is it taking so long? When do you think that they are coming to actually make a response be heard? And what do you think will really be the outcome of her trial?
Now listen to this, because several of you who've been following me in this series Just about every time we have a live, people are like, what's taking so long for her to be arrested? And what do you think the outcome will be? So let's listen to what they have to say.
Because if this is in fact a RICO case, then a lot of people will possibly go down with her in this madness, right? But with me watching a lot of crime shows and trials and stuff where people have done way worse and then they got out scot-free, like, how do you think that this would end for her?
Everyone's asked that question for so long, and my response, like, for the last year, I've been saying about 3 more months. But yeah, it's taking so long because I think it is a RICO case, and there are so many people involved, and there are so many interactions, and the feds have to make sure that they have airtight evidence on every questionable transaction before they can charge on any.
Yeah, I think something is going to happen there. I just feel that we as a community in both the township and in the village of Dalton, we're just going to have to continue to work together, but also just be patient.
Yeah.
And just keep the hope that something is going to happen and not lose sight of that because, you know, without saying so much, we had visits from inspectors ourselves, getting answers and not telling us so much, but giving us a little hope. And
right.
So it's going to happen, and I'll leave it at that. But yeah, we just have to be patient.
Jennifer called herself the optimist, and I'm the pessimist. But even the pessimist is a little bit optimistic that the residents have brought about some change.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll stop it there. So again, folks, and that's what we have been saying. It's just, it takes a while. There's so many people involved. Should have saved some money for a rainy day. Lisa, I was saying, I go back several videos. I kept saying she needs to be getting her house in order. I was saying that even before Trump stepped foot in the White House. But now it is on. Kash Patel is not playing. And all these other people. I'm telling you, this is, woo. RICO is serious business. But all of you who've been here for a while, you know, I've told you. When the feds come knocking at her door, all these loyalists, shoot. I want to know if they're going to continue to be loyal to the super mayor, because she's going to sing like a canary and throw them under the bus. Now watch. She's going to try to cut her a nice, sweet deal. That's how narcissists operate. You know it just like I do. The feds watch you slowly before they run up and snatch you. Yes, Cammie. They know where she is. They don't have to be in a hurry. You've been here for a long time. You know, I said that. That's how narcissists operate. So I don't know why they're continuing their loyalty to her. She has loyalty to no one. And she, she needs to be thinking about her small daughter. If it has to be RICO, it's going to involve all who attached themselves to her crazy. If they don't believe her, loving, helping out. I'm saying when they come talking to her, they're going to find out. What's that? FAFO. They will find out quickly. She is going to sing like a canary. And they're going to be left holding the bag. She'll throw them under the bus. Watch. Cammie, yes, aren't they a beautiful couple? I'm glad they didn't allow themselves to be so intimidated that they just shut down and just let them run amok. I'm glad that they stood up for themselves. They are a beautiful couple. I bet she handed over her raggedy wigs. And Lisa's cutting up again. I love it. So that's all I wanted to share with you all. I didn't mean to take so long, but when before I came on, Viv went on, and I was like, I have to share this with them because Viv, oh my God, she's great. And she doesn't take any crap from anyone either. So I love it. All right. Well, I will let you go. And always remember, don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. I had to sing my Fleetwood Mac. I'll be live tomorrow. Oh, don't forget, Sunday, make sure you're here. I talked to Prosperity on the phone. She's going to come on the show Sunday. Let us know what's going on in Chicago and how things are going. Love helping out. Love helping out. I love you. Thank you, dear. Brenda, you enjoyed it? I'm glad you all enjoyed it. I know some people went on to bed. It's Friday night. I know how it is after a hard work week. Zully, you too. So Zully, love helping out. Brenda, Mayor, Jeffrey, Emuna, Cammie. Make sure you come back tomorrow, Jeffrey. I'll be live probably tomorrow afternoon. So just check. I'll go live tomorrow. Back at you, Zully. Thank you so much, Lisa. I always enjoy you all. I love capping my week off with my subscribers. You keep me laughing. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. And life is good, and it's good when you can laugh and have a good time with your friends and family. And I consider you family. Some of you have children and family members. I don't. So you are my family. So that's why I have so much fun with you. And I'll be live tomorrow afternoon. If you're enjoying this content, Lisa, Mayor, Zully, Jeffrey, Brenda, love helping out. Share this. Yes, laughter is excellent medicine. Love helping out. Tammy, yeah, yes, same time, same bat channel, Tammy. You know it. Yes, I'm thinking tomorrow about maybe 2:00 I'll be live, something like that. Okay. If not 2, then I'll be live about 6:00, either 2:00 or 6:00. So check 2. If I'm not on at 2, I'll definitely be on at 6. Love you all. Be safe. You know where I'm going now. I'm going to the comment section, and I will talk to you as long as you are there. Thank you so much for spending your very valuable time here at the Roland's Reviews YouTube channel. And I'll see you right now in the comment section.